He's taken down inside the 30.
73 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a handoff up the middle. Rhodes. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To throw on 2nd down, Bates. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Got a man, it's Robbie Chosen. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Fair catch signal for it and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Rhodes.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kyle just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Hubbard.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
Oh, what a move. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Back to throw. Bates. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Looking to throw. Bates.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a give right side. Rhodes. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away.
Now the Rio offense set to take over.
1st down and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Bates. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The 43-yard line.
To throw is Jackson.
That's complete to Palmer.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47.
Now Jackson. the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they will take the lead at 13-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond this.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing is Jackson. Gets it to Meredith, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Third and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Bates. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Touchdown!
Robbie chosen from 4 yards out. And the Desperados get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Jackson on first down.
Open man, it's Palmer.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rhodes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Jackson will throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
2nd down and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
To throw again is Jackson. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch made at the 19.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. On first down, Bates. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Bates. That's over the middle. Caught by Chosen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On 1st and 10. Bates. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Bates. That's caught by Chosen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Broken tackle. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Bates. This will be caught at Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
From the 41, here's second down at 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
133 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
On first down, Bates.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Desperados have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
To throw is Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Jackson.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And the Buenos Aires first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. He hits Mooney going across the middle. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Again, Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Aviators have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Bates. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run here with Hubbard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Here's Hubbard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Looking to throw. Bates.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Play action. It's Jackson. There's Moody with another catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Jackson going to hold on to it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In motion left, that's Thornton. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
59-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Back to throw. Bates. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First down, Desperados.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bates. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Bates.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Jackson.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw. Bates. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And they'll send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On second down now, it's Rhodes. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Here's Jackson as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.